Sir,
Johnson
big
City
loss
Public Library Card.
we had
If
some
you lost these keys, please come to the press box.
spot.
Thank you.
What about this game coming in? Did y'all feel like y'all be able to move the balls consistently as you did, or were you not sure?
Yes, sir. Up front, they do real good, and we just worked hard in practice and came out and did our jobs.
You see me offensive front as the game went on, really just kind of wore them down. Did you notice those holes getting a little bit bigger?
Oh yeah. That's all the credit goes to my offensive line. That's what they helped me get my yards, and credit goes to them.
Is there something with that sweep play, running behind Littleton all the time? Was that something that y'all wanted to do a lot? Get on the edge.
Use that speed we got. Cliff had a lot of power and speed, and now we got a lot of speed, and we just want to get on the edge and take it to him.
What goes through your mind and the other kids' mind when Jacob put that ball on the ground? Y'all had the game under control, and the South gets a score there. Were y'all a little bit worried? Are you just mad, or what?
We're a little worried, but we were still ready to go. We weren't going to give up by no means, and we just kept playing hard and came out with the win.
You know, Jake's had a tough week losing his grandmother, you know, and this week, and had a lot on his mind. And he was just trying to make a play, and he said, "Coach, come to line." He said, "I just made a mistake." That's right. He's right back in there, though. You know, we're going to go to war with Jake Littleton. You know, in everything that we do, you know, he's going to go to war with him. He's a battler and a winner, and you know, he battled right back, and our kids made some plays, both sides of the line of scrimmage. Defensively, I thought we played a lot better the second half. Especially physical up front. You know, we give them the touchdown, and then we miss the line and didn't get the cutback on Moore's long run. After that, they didn't do a whole lot the second half. They
had -2 yards in the third quarter, even though they scored the touchdown. Y'all just really dominated.
Yeah, you know, we didn't do anything X's and O wise at halftime. We just challenged them to play hard. We wasn't playing hard enough. What we kind of hang our hat on. That's the only thing kids can control is their effort. And you know, we really preached that at halftime, and that's what happened up front, especially the second half. I thought we really controlled the line of scrimmage.
As the game went on, it just seemed like you were wearing them down too. Those holes really got big.
Well, now, you know, and just, you know, having some players not with us anymore, we're having to, you know, to really, when we get down inside the 20, you know, we got to get more physical there and really get that thing in there. You know, we stalled on one drive, and then, you know, had to go for it again on that 3rd and 4 right there. Had to come in and run the jet. But we got to get better inside the 10. We got to get them tough yards, and our kids will. We just got to get better at that.
What do you think of the way it seemed like Chandler just converted some really big plays for y'all tonight?
He's hard-nosed kid, you know, and he wants the ball in pressure situation. And you know, when we go our short yardage package, like our Tebow look, he goes in there, and we adjusted a little bit. They were over shifting to one side, and we kind of adjusted that and had him cutting it back a little quicker. And he got in there 2 big runs for us. So you know, he's a good player, a good football player, both sides of the ball, and we're tickled to have him too.
What do you think? You know, this bunch is just kind of. You know, you've had a very good season, but it's still kind of been under the radar. But here you are sitting 7-2, just almost top dog in 5-8.
That's how we like it. You know, nobody really, they picked us 5th in the league to start the league out. You know, and I think we kind of caught some attention when we beat Tennessee High here. And you know, this is a tough football team too. We knew we was going to have to really play well. They've been behind the 8 ball all year, but you know, we like people having to come here and play. And that's our main goal coming in, and right now it looks like, you know, if we take care of business, we can host a playoff game in week 11. And that's what we're banking on.
Trouble.
Yes.
Then again, you know,
we've got as good a skill kids as we've had since I've been here as a group. Now we may have had Sky Hicks, you know, and 1 or 2 here and there, but as a group, from quarterback, receivers, and running backs, it's as good a group as we've had, and you know, we're glad of that. And you know, there's either you have speed or you're chasing it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no substitute. So you know, and we're tickled to death. We have some kids that can run a little bit.
Just if you can, off the top of your head, tell me who you feel like stood out for you defensively.
I thought defensively for us, Hunter Skalecki up front stood out for us inside. I thought that Adam Edwards made some plays in the secondary, you know, really getting his hands on some balls. And, you know, again, Dustin Chandler, you know, really set the tone in the second half with the sack. Two sacks right there. And Coach Singh is one of the little blitz things that we did, and come through there on their protection. So those 3 I thought kind of stood out for us.
Thank you, Coach. There at halftime seemed like they kind of owned the 3rd quarter from there on.
Yeah, I felt like physically, you know, both sides of the ball in the second half was a difference in the game. You know, they stopped our run a little bit. They were able to run the football and you know, play here and there. Maybe we can hang in there a little bit longer. But I think bottom line was they were a little more physical than we were late in the game. So.
you guys were able to force that turnover down there and get the touchdown to get back within one there. It seemed like you were getting some momentum, but I mean, what was the difference there?
Well, that's when I think that you know, they kind of took the bull by the horn, so to speak, and started converting those first downs and drove us down and punted it, and then you know, they knocked us off the ball a little bit, and then our ability not to be able to run it when we got it was, you know, I thought big on both sides. So.
When they went to 3 deep there, did that just pretty much kill your deep passing game at the end?
Well, yeah, I mean, when they're in the lead, you know, we're trying to get behind them, and they're deep enough. You know, they do a good job of staying behind everything, and then we didn't make any plays underneath, so that's where they wanted us, I guess.
Well, if you still win next week, I mean, you still can take. I mean,
yeah, we got an outside shot, you know. So all we can take care of is beating Central. So we'll see what happens and go from there.
Now, you guys started the game there with Weaver, really running it on him, trying to trying to establish being the more physical team?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of that was a mindset we wanted to get to, just get out and get after them a little bit, and we converted some first downs and tried to come back to it some, and it was good to us, but, you know, heck, at the end of the game, they got us.